So you're coming in, or aren't you? Come in, look at this beautiful red door. Okay, that was my finding forrester moment. Very, very, amazing, wasn't it? So I'm just walking backwards. Okay. So come in. Welcome. All right. So this is the video shoot for question 2, which talks about every narrative containing characters and settings and conflicts and the whole quest thing. And is this what happens to Forrester and Jamal? So let's get started, shall we? So, as you know, every narrative contains characters, settings. Before that, we want conflicts. No resolution yet. And a resolution, something that happens to create that sense of closure. And this actually fits something that you would have covered when you were in year 9, the quest story. There's an aim, a desire to achieve something, and we see that in Finding Forrester. Now, you are asked to identify whether you agree with this or not, or how much does this fit, this idea of a quest, fit Forrester and Jamal. So before we go into Forrester and Jamal and the key things I want you to think about, I just want to reinforce that idea of the quest. So every character has some kind of a problem. Look at this, he's going, eek! Because here is a bit of an obstacle. I would find that an obstacle, wouldn't you? Look, he's got very beady green eyes. That is an obstacle for this little dude. Okay? So they've got this obstacle happening. It could be an event, like, the dragon burning down someone's house. It could be a person. Oh, gosh, can't do this one-handed. Could be a person, like Crawford, not being very happy. That affects, or it could be a desire that they have. This desire to be successful in something, to make a change. And as a result of all this, they get the big L. They learn something about themselves. And we learn about them as well. Okay, so let's move into, now I've had that bit of fun, let's actually move into some of the things I want you to think about. So with the quest, when you're being asked to look at how Jamal and Forrester fit this quest theory. So if we look at Jamal first, he is confined, not obviously, but he's confined by his poverty, by the racism that he is exposed to, but also his fear. His fear when he's at his original school of he doesn't want to stand out. He wants to fit in. And then his fear when he goes to Murray of wanting to fit in with this very, very different world where everything is very comfortable because of affluence. And he comes from a very, very different background. He comes from the Bronx. But he has this desire to help him overcome these obstacles. He has this desire to be a writer, and he wants to get out. He wants to get out from where he's, from that poverty and improve himself. Now, if we look here at this dude, as you may have guessed by my amazing drawing, that's Forrester with his glasses. Now, his isolation is far more concrete in that the symbol of it, the indicator of it, is his apartment building, the 4 walls of his apartment building. And the window, this is like a window that he's looking out. So his isolation is very concrete, but it's created as well because of his guilt. He feels guilty because his brother passed away. He could have stopped his brother. And this fear of opening up to other people and being hurt again or thinking he's going to hurt them. However, he does have this desire to get out, to go to Scotland. So they both have a desire. They both have obstacles. There are other obstacles they have as well. And we'll look at those just shortly. So, if we look at Jamal and his obstacles, and does he fit that theory? So, when you're talking about how Jamal fits the theory of that quest of overcoming an obstacle to achieve a desire, really the answer is yes. So just giving you that hint there. But you need to think about key people. So think about old Grumpy Pants Crawford. Okay. You could even think about Forrester, who at first appears like, even though he's a bit of a grumpy dude, like a bit of a knight in shining armour, who helps Jamal. Also, think about those key events, those crazy key events that come swooping in like a mad dragon. So, for example, when Jamal is accused of plagiarism, but also when Jamal accepts that scholarship to Malacallo, that's a key event. When Jamal refuses to name Forrester as helping him with his assignment. So there are a number of key events over the course of the film. So it's really important that you pick key events over the course of the film that help support this idea of a quest. So when you pick those key events and key people, you need to explain how they fit the quest theory, okay? So let's have a look at Forrester, and really nothing changes for Forrester. So it's very much like a formula answering this question. So just remember to keep it simple. If in doubt, think about what your core idea is, and you just communicate that. So once again, Forrester, how does Forrester's journey fit the quest theory? And again, you go from beginning to end. Key people. And in a way, Jamal is like a bit of a knight in shining armour at first. At first, he's just this kid who Forrester watches play basketball. But then as time progresses, and he helps Forrester helps Jamal, right, but as time progresses, Jamal helps Forrester overcome some of his obstacles with his quest. Crawford as well is an obstacle for Forrester, believe it or not, because it's Crawford accusing Jamal of plagiarism that forces, and here we go, that forces Forrester to leave his self-imposed isolation. And he rides his bike to help Jamal. Okay? But once again, whoops, sorry about the camera moving around then. Don't forget, you need to explain how. So I've identified some key events. I have explained how, but it's really important that you don't spend too much time describing the event or describing the person. A little bit of time to identify the key person, what they said. The quotes are good. Key event, quotes are good there as well. But most of your time, when you're assessing whether Jamal and Forrester's journey fits the quest, is on how. How. Okay? So, finally, what do they learn as a result of their quest? And you need to identify this at the beginning of your essay as well, that they learn something as a result of their quest. And when you pick different events, like you spend a paragraph on a particular event, you also can address what they learn as that, or how that helps them grow, how it gets them a step closer to their desire. Because this is what Vince M wants us to learn, wants us to understand, that we can overcome obstacles, but we can't do it on our own. We have to trust. We have to take a chance. We have to be prepared to move out of for the walls that keep us in one spot, so that we can achieve our desire, whatever it is. Okay? And that is it for the moment, folks. So thank you.